The Hedera, Hbar, cryptocurrency has experienced a 13% increase in value due to its integration with the United States Federal Reserve. This development prompts the question of what lies ahead for Hedera. The price of Hedera, Hbar, exhibits positive indications as it surpasses resistance levels in both the long-term and short-term. Both the weekly and daily relative strength index, RSI, indicators exhibit a bullish trend, which provides support for the ongoing upward movement towards the subsequent resistance zone. In spite of the optimistic price forecast, should the daily closing price fall below $0.057, an initial pullback will ensue prior to the resumption of the upward trend. The price of Hedera, Hbar, has successfully surpassed both a long-term and short-term diagonal resistance line. There was a significant rise observed on August 14. The bullish trend is substantiated by the price action and indicator readings observed across many timeframes, hence providing support for the ongoing upward movement. Has Hedera initiated a long-term reversal? At the onset of February, the price of Hbar had a breakout, surpassing a resistance line that had persisted for a span of 511 days. The aforementioned line had been established subsequent to the attainment of the historical peak of $0.584 in September of the year 2021. The increase in pricing can plausibly be ascribed to a recent action taken by the U.S. Federal Reserve to integrate drop into FedNow, utilizing Hedera's technology to facilitate expedited micropayments. The occurrence of breakouts from enduring structure suggests that the preceding correction has concluded and a fresh directional movement has commenced. Nevertheless, the Hbar token was unable to maintain its upward trajectory. In contrast, the stock faced rejection at the horizontal resistance level of $0.090, shown by the red icon, throughout the week of the breakdown. Subsequently, the value of the asset saw a decline, reaching a minimum of $0.040 in the month of June. This occurrence served to confirm the line's role as a support level, as indicated by the green icon. Subsequently, the price initiated an ascending trajectory and has subsequently exhibited a consistent increasing trend. The current trading position of Hbar is above the horizontal area of $0.050, and it is anticipated that this level will function as a support level. The weekly relative strength index, RSI, indicates a favorable outlook for the sustained upward movement. The relative strength index, RSI, is a widely employed momentum indicator utilized by traders to assess the potential overbought or oversold conditions of a market. It aids in the decision-making process of whether to accumulate or sell a particular asset. Values over a threshold of 50, coupled with a positive trajectory, indicate a prevailing advantage for bullish market sentiment. Conversely, values falling below 50 signify a contrary scenario. The indicator demonstrates an upward trajectory and surpasses the threshold of 50, which is symbolized by a green circle. These observations collectively suggest the presence of a bull ISH trend. This implies that the upward trend is expected to persist till reaching the subsequent resistance level of $0.090. Price prediction for Hbar, imminent acceleration in rate of increase. The technical analysis conducted on the daily period is consistent with the bullish analysis observed on the weekly timeframe. There exist two primary rationales for this phenomenon. Initially, on June 20, the price of Hbar exhibited a breakout from a declining resistance line of shorter duration. Additionally, the price exhibited an upward movement beyond the horizontal resistance level of $0.057, thereby confirming this level as a support zone. The daily relative strength index, RSI, is currently over the threshold of 50 and exhibiting an upward trajectory, indicating a positive market trend. Although encountering a slight barrier at $0.074. The presence of these bullish indicators suggests a probable breakthrough over said resistance level, leading to a potential attainment of the $0.090 resistance zone for the Hbar price. This would entail a 40% increment, calculated based on the prevailing price. notwithstanding the optimistic Hbar price forecast, if the closing price falls below $0.057, it will render the current upward trend meaningless. Under such circumstances, it is plausible for the price to decline to the levels observed in June, specifically at $0.040, which would signify a reduction of 37% when measured against the prevailing price. Since Bitcoin's price went up by 1.5% recently, people are talking about where it will go in the future. In a recent interview, former SEC Chair Jay Clayton talked a lot about how the crypto world is changing and how people can buy Bitcoin. With the current price of Bitcoin at $29,468 and a 24-hour trade volume of $13.3 billion, the cryptocurrency market is full of excitement. Bitcoin is currently the most valuable cryptocurrency, with a market cap of $573 billion and a rating of number 1 on CoinMarketCap. In this Bitcoin price forecast, everyone wants to know where BTC is going next. Jay Clayton, a former head of the SEC, talks about how the crypto market is changing and how people can buy Bitcoin. Jay Clayton, who used to be the head of the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, was recently on CNBC and talked about how crypto regulations are changing and how people can get Bitcoin. Clayton pointed out that the crypto market has changed from its speculative beginnings to a more mature state that attracts institutional players and offers a variety of goods. He pointed out that small investors now have more direct access to Bitcoin, which shows a change away from proxy assets. Clayton also talked about how hard it is for regulators to figure out which cryptocurrencies should be considered securities and how important it is to have clear rules that balance innovation and investor safety. Former SEC Chair Jay Clayton's thoughts on how crypto regulation is changing and how more people are getting access to Bitcoin show how the cryptocurrency market is changing, which affects its growth, institutional involvement, and the move toward direct access for individual investors. How much will Bitcoin cost? On the technical side, the BTC/USD pair continues to trade in a tight range between $29,630 and $29,200, which is called a sideways market. Bitcoin support is still strong around the $29,200 mark, and its technical outlook has not changed. A 4-hour chart analysis shows that Bitcoin is in a neutral trade position and is having trouble breaking through the $29,600 resistance. If a bullish rise goes above the $29,600 level, there is a chance that the price could go up to the $30,200 level. Bitcoin support is still strong around the $29,200 mark, and its technical outlook has not changed. A 4-hour chart analysis